So today we're going to be talking about how you should build credit using credit cards. I'm Will Frazier, your credit expert, bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 400 points, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. And for those of you that are trying to actually increase your credit score and build up your credit, I have a course that will help you do that in the most efficient and effective way that actually helps you increase your scores and get to a place where you can get more approvals from lenders. That course is going to be my Boost course, and it is linked down in the description, so you can make sure to check that out if you're trying to get a boost and build up your credit. Now today, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about how to build up credit using credit cards, and of course I'm going to give you some options down in the description that you can use so you can choose which one will be the best for your situation, and then you can start building credit today. So in regards to building credit when using a credit card and why you would want to use a credit card to actually build credit. So when it comes down to your options for building credit, you have credit cards and you have loans. Now you may have heard of a revolving line of credit in addition to a credit card. Those are actually the same as far as how they report on your credit report. So don't look at them as too different, but basically they help your credit score in the same way. So if you hear revolving line of credit, you can consider that in the same category of a credit card as far as how it helps your credit score. Now, when it comes to using credit cards, they can actually help your credit score more and faster. So when I say more, I mean you can get a higher number of points, and you can get that higher number of points faster by using credit cards versus using loans when you're trying to build credit. Not only that, the credit card will actually help more people in more situations than a loan would, because with the loans, basically people that haven't had a loan or don't have an active loan on their credit report, it helps that person a lot more to get a loan to build credit. But again, we're talking about credit cards today, so that applies more universally to everybody as far as the increase and the speed of that increase that you'll see. Now, the reason for that is because when you get a credit card, it first shows up on your credit report as you have a $500 credit limit, just for example, and you have a zero balance. So that means you have absolutely no debt that's been used on this credit card. And the way that your credit score is calculated using that little pie chart that says that 30% of your credit score comes from debt owed. Basically, the less debt that you owe on a credit card, the more it helps your credit score. So because it shows up at a zero balance, that immediately helps you out and gives you more points, which is how it is able to help you quicker, really as soon as it hits the credit report. Now, this boost that you get from the credit card is only there as long as you keep that balance under a certain percentage. Ideally, you want to stay under 10%, but I tell people at least get your credit cards or keep your credit cards under a 30% credit utilization so that you can actually make sure you're maximizing the amount of points that you're getting to your credit score. Now, if you do make a mistake or end up having an emergency happen and you do max out a credit card, basically you can recover quickly as long as you pay it down the next month to under 30% or 10%. Then you will see that point increase come back within the next 30 days of you paying that down. So as you can see, it's easy to hurt yourself with the credit card, and it's easy to recover with the credit card, as long as you have the funds to pay it. But a lot of people try to stay away from credit cards because they see so much damage when they max out those cards or go beyond that percentage. But again, that's why just using it the proper way or having the right information to know to use it the right way is how you can help boost your credit using a credit card. Now, of course, other than that, you want to make sure that you're making the payments on time. The payment history can definitely be very significant in helping you out or hurting you if you were to make a late payment. So of course, you already know, pay it on time, and that will help your credit score. Now, if you are a person that does not have any credit score and you are just starting off from the beginning trying to build credit, just know that in a FICO score model, which is the credit score model that most lenders use, that credit score, the FICO score, has to see at least 6 months worth of payments in order for it to calculate a score for you. Now, if you don't have any active credit accounts on your credit report and you're just starting to build credit, but on Credit Karma, you saw a credit score, it may be that you have collections or some other negative information out there, but you don't have any positive payment history. So you may be seeing a credit score generated in Vantage, because Vantage score does not need to have 6 months of payment history in order to generate a score for you, and Credit Karma uses a Vantage score. But if you looked at FICO, you would have absolutely no score going into a lender if you have not had payment history of at least 6 months. Now, also, you probably want to wait about 7 months before checking your credit report to see this, because sometimes it may not show up within a 6-month time frame. The reason for that is because sometimes the reporting on your credit report can be about a month behind. So because of that, it may take 7 months before it's actually reporting that you've had 6 months of payment history. So just keep that in mind when you're actually trying to go down this route of building up credit. So really, when it comes to building credit using credit cards, that is really what you need to know. And like I mentioned, you're going to need some accounts that are going to actually help you out. So when it comes down to building credit initially, you may have to get a secure credit card, but there are also some places that work with people with no score or low scores as well. So whether you are trying to rebuild your credit because you had some damage to happen, or you're trying to build your credit from scratch, I'm going to have some links to some accounts down in the description that will actually help you in all those situations to be able to build credit. What I'm also going to do is link to some other videos that will help give you some useful information on building credit, and hopefully that will help you also in your credit building journey. Now, please make sure that you like this video. If you found this information useful, share it with some other people that you know may need it, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.